Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome back. I'm doing just a quick little stream right now. I still might do something later on tonight, but it's going to be much later. It could be anything from Rock Band to more Pragmata, more Shadow Labyrinth, more Nordic Ashes. I don't know that I'll do more Alan Wake, although I'm gonna transfer to the PS5. I would have to start a new game and start all the way, do episode 1 all the way to the end again. Which, I mean, episode 1 isn't all that long, but I don't want to run the risk of everybody getting a little saturated on Alan Wake. so much that I replay the first level again, and it's like, oh, you can only soak up so much in a day of the same thing. Vitamins, video games, perhaps certain video games. I don't know. Some people play to their heart's content. Hours. You see me play, I'll sit here and play Fantasy Life for 6 hours. And I'm like, damn, I still want to get some more. I still want to get some more in. I want to raise that level. So we left our last tabulated Tuesdays with the entire Fatal Frame series. We did the OG games. We did a little bit of the 3DS game, but that's so hard to finish on a stream, and I haven't quite figured that out yet. So that one's kind of left up to obscurity. But you know, if I get the chance, I might come up with something a little bit more creative in order to do the 3DS game, and it's technically a sideline game. And here we are with the Fatal Frame 2 remake. This is not part of Tabulated Tuesday, because we've technically already played Fatal Frame 2. I'm not really considering the remakes to be part of the original like series canon. I mean, story-wise, they've got the same story. So when it comes to me being able to do the Tabulated Tuesday series, I think what I'm going to do is just stick to the original games and then probably just sample some of the remakes. So figure if we take Dead Space, I'm not going to play Dead Space 1 and then the Dead Space remake and then Dead Space 2. Yeah, I think that's a little bit strange. But Silent Hill, another one. You know, Silent Hill 1, 2, Remake 2, Resident Evil, they've got all the remakes now, and I'm not even sure which version of Resident Evil 4 I would do. I think I would just kind of stick with the originals for all of that. 'Cause the remakes that are happening now, and what I would love to do is introduce the older style of games, because not everybody has seen that. I have. I'm an old gamer. That's why I keep saying I'm one of the more dangerous gamers out there for the gaming companies, because I've seen it. I've seen it all. And everything that's coming out is nothing but I want to say a remix of games I've seen before. Everybody said Claire Obscure was so original and everything. And the first time I played it and when I was streaming it, I was like, this reminds me of Persona. This reminds me of Lost Odyssey. This reminds me of this. This reminds me of that. I was naming like 5 different games that I've seen elements of Claire Obscure, but not like all together in the Claire Obscure package. So it's not a clone of anything, but it's got parts. It's got moving parts from other games. And then later on, I want to say it was about a year after the game had released. A year? I don't know. We'll say half a year. It was about half a year after the game released, and I see this article about the creator saying he got all this information from. No, he got all this inspiration from. He was it a group? Well, anyway, the inspiration was called out as Persona, as Lost Odyssey, as all this stuff that I had already mentioned, and everybody else is like, oh, this is such a new game, I've never seen anything like this. I've seen things similar to this already, and here's where I'm at in life. I feel like I'm waiting for the next new thing. I've played VR, and the VR games, I mean, what you got, rhythm games and just VR games. You know, what's the next new thing? Tell me. The RPGs are now turning into some action style, whatever it is, because people say turn-based RPGs take too long. Whatever, play them. Spend the time in them. What else are you doing? Everybody's time is so crucial now. I clocked in every time I played Final Fantasy 3/6. Every game I played was over 100 hours. And I took my time, and I did this, and I grind, and I got everybody's magic, and I've got all of Gao's rages. It's just what nobody has time anymore. Everybody complains about the time they have to put into video gaming. So now video games have to be like you can beat it in 20 hours. What? Otherwise everybody loses interest. People lose interest. What? You don't have to cater to anybody. I can't guarantee you'll be successful without catering to people, but if you're out there and you're creating a video game, don't compromise your artistic vision. Because I have a video game that I want to create, and I have this great vision, and I want it to be sacrificed for nothing. I don't care. I want to piss everybody off when I do it. It's like, this game is too hard. Oh well. I was talking to a friend of mine, Tom Petty style, and I was telling him, I think that when they create update patches for games nowadays and they nerf the game because people think it's too hard, I think what they should do is, in some way, shape, or form, keep the original mode programming. I can understand if you have game breaking bugs you need to fix. That's different. But if there's a patch that actually nerfs the game because people say they can't do it, I think there should be original mode. This is the way we originally programmed it. If you can't beat it here, let's talk easy mode or something. But don't get rid of original programming and say this mode was created with the programmer's vision in mind, and it had nothing to do with audience feedback, and this is the difficulty level we thought everybody would accept. Try this and keep an original mode. That's just me. So today I've got a little bit of time I would like to dedicate to what is this? Uh-oh. We're obtaining the Kurosawa storehouse key. Why is there 2 minutes here versus... Uh-oh. Fine. I'd much rather have a save point. Load. Because usually you walk 2 feet and, you know, there's a ghost there or something. So, Maestro Spooks isn't on today, currently. I thought they would be on. But every time I log into their channel, I'm like, you should try the Fatal Frame series. Now, I'm not recommending the Fatal Frame remake here, the Fatal Frame 2 remake, because you've all heard my spiel about the remake. It's more of an action game and not a true, real survival horror. They've taken the Fatal Frame 2 game and they've added action elements to it, versus that it has kept at its core the survival horror aspect, but I think the things that they've introduced in it have changed the gameplay, and that's what I've sort of just been disliking in my head. But I wanted to show Maestro a little bit of this series and see if they have an idea, if it would be something that they'd be interested in. So the story thus far, we're on chapter 5. Let's take a look at the files. Chapter 1. The sisters Mio and Mayu visit the mountain, where they are guided by delicate crimson butterflies. Mayu strays further into the forest, chasing after her sister. Mio scrambles through the trees, only to find herself in the legendary Lost Village. With the power of the camera obscura, that's this piece of equipment, your only weapon in the entire game. With the camera. Mio was able to drive off the Wraith Woman, but Mayu vanishes again, lured by the crimson butterflies. Mio follows after Mayu, using the camera obscura's hidden abilities to make her way deeper into the village. Chasing after Mayu, Mio arrives at a large house at the end of Minakami Village. In its ominous passageways, illuminated by occasional flashes of lighting, Mio witnesses tragic events perpetrated by a woman clad in a white kimono that is splattered scarlet with blood. Mio reunites with Mayu in a room adorned with Hina dolls. Mayu speaks with fear of some kind of ritual. Mio tries to lead them both out of the sprawling house, but instead they proceed deeper within. And what ends up happening is they get to this particular room, and then Mio here, she goes through the door and it closes behind them, separating her and Mayu. So she says, I'm gonna go find the key, stay here till I get back. And Mayu starts spouting off stuff like it doesn't really sound like it's her talking. So we don't know if she's possessed, because she starts saying stuff that doesn't make any sense. However, what she is saying is connected to the lore of many, many years ago. So we're just going on until then. Now, the camera's functions have been upgraded a little bit through our gameplay. We have various films and their levels range from weak to powerful, and they have different reloading times. We also have various lenses. This is the perceptual filter. It can find ghosts within walls, and then we have the exposure filter, which can sort of manipulate things a little bit in time. And then we have the, what is this called, the wraith filter or something. And its function is destroying the charms, radio. We don't have any items. Broken shards we have to find the missing pieces for in order to get radio stones to play. Prayer beads. I found 20 of 420. Revision beads. These photos, now that we have these photos, and now that I think we can actually leave the house, we can find these spots in the village in different houses and see if they uncover something. I don't know where it shows us where our filters are. Spirit Stone radio. We've got film. It doesn't. I guess it doesn't tell us. We have standard filter, perceptual filter, exposure. The radiant filter. That's what it is. Dirt removal. Remove blood and dirt from the camera of cameras. Lens, and that happens when you're fighting ghosts. They tend to throw blood or something. It just covers your camera. Neutralize damage reduction of an aggravated spirit. I think what I was doing was investing more points into the camera just itself. And I'm now realizing that the reload speed is associated with only the standard filter, which kind of sucks. Focal points are more points of focus on the lens. See, there's 6 points hovering a central point, and the more points you have, the more stuff, like the more within they can capture ghost energy. So what's happening now is we have to go find the key. And we're still stuck in this house. We don't have the option of going to the front door. They put the big baddie there, and when you encounter the big baddie before it's time to defeat the big baddie, you cannot. All the film just burns, and there's no actual way to do damage. So we've been in here, we've unlocked what we need to. As far as I remember, there are a couple of things in the town that we have to use the radiant filter for, but since chapter 3 we've been stuck in this house, and basically the way out is through the hallway downstairs into the well, and then out of the side yard door. But let's see. What we do have on file is the drowned man. Okay, that makes sense. Documents. Bam. Okay, side stories. We're able to get to some side stories now. Investigate the Osaka house. That's the first house we were in. Just to continue that one, we've completed Miyako's story, and we're going back to the Osaka house for basically everything except this one. We have to investigate the Kureha Shrine, which I believe is on the way back to the Osaka house. I'm playing more Fatal Frame. I'm gonna scream. Scream! 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 Okay, there may or may not be a ghost in here. I've always said that I like the ambiance of games. It's the little things, right? So we've already defeated the ghost here. Our path takes us just out the door into the side yard. Now, we did come back and we did find an extra scene here, which is how we know the different side story. The thing that's got me worried is in between this house and the rest of the village is this bridge, and we all know there's a, well, we might all know, we might not all know. The last time we tried to come through this bridge, there was the drowned woman ghost that attacked us. So I'm just gonna walk it, because whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. So we had a lot of clues. We were still stuck in that house. When we first left, the Kasubi spirit, I think it's called, the big baddie, chased us out of the house, and we had to run across the bridge, and then we had to come here and hide in the bushes for a little bit. But this was actually one of the photographs. We used the exposure filter to get the bridge back in this current time frame, and we came over here, and I guess there was a couple things over here. So that's kind of that's a rather new mechanic. Now, I'm assuming that some of the tales will lead us out into this area. I have not figured out why these Karens here, however these, if they have anything to do with the story, because unfortunately I usually keep just knocking them over accidentally. But okay, are your clothes dry? They're getting there, huh? 105-degree weather. It only takes 10 minutes to dry clothes. I'm only going to play till about 1 o'clock. I need to get my shout outs on. Love the sound. I love the sound of the footsteps on the stone. That's just, it's awesome. It's awesome to me. It really is. We can't go in here, can we? No.
It won't open.
Prayer beads, nice. I would love to upgrade something, actually. Let's talk some more focal points. Although film capacity has been tempting me. I have yet to really get into the focus and the zoom, which are, once you unlock them, become manual controlled. I think I'm going to be too involved in the ghost fighting to pay attention to the zoom and the focus, even though they would probably help. I'm going to add in a focal point upgrade. So now, see, we've got more focal points now. They seem to be a little bit more spread out than I would like. I would like them a little bit more concentrated. Maybe the next upgrade will fill them in closer to the center circle. Now, we haven't seen a lot of action currently, so I don't want you to be discouraged about, like, just the environment. Ah! How just the environment is only spooky. And here's our EEK. Here's our EEK. We got our EEK on today. We've already started our EEK. I hate it when they just plop right in front of you. Pause the game, please. I know they like to throw stuff at us. We're sitting there too long. All right. Now these are save points. Let me take a look at the point exchange. I've got a decent amount here. Stickers, frames. They're just all for photo mode, which is completely benign. As far as I know, there's no use for photo mode. Narrow escape, evasion, willpower, slowing, blinding, standard, perceptual exposure, radiant charm. Well, I know the perceptual charm or the perceptual filter is actually a little bit weaker than the standard filter. I'm not too thrilled about that one. Radiant. Let's take a look at some of these. Evasion extends the window for performing a dodge. I do like that. Increases the amount of willpower recovered when the wraith is photographed. I mean, that's kind of handy. Slowing charm. Blinding charm. Useful, but not for me. Not the way I play. I would consider one of these, but unfortunately she can only equip one charm right now. I'm not sure if there's going to be an extra pocket where she can equip another charm, in which case I would like this one, so I'm going to go buy it. I'm going to buy that one. I'll go ahead and save. I think that's a good one. We didn't miss that picture there. good rule of thumb in these games: don't run. You end up missing a picture, or you turn a corner and all of a sudden there's a ghost there. Pray tell, this shrine, okay. Kureha Shrine. I think we can do that. The Osaka house is this one. Right? No. Wait. No, this is the storehouse, right? Yeah, this is the Osaka house. So let's go take a nice side quest trip and see what we got. Oh. That's why you don't run. You miss stuff like that. The flashlight will flicker if there's a ghost nearby or something you want to take a picture of. I see the crimson butterflies usually are there to tell you where to go next for the next plot point. We'll be right over there. More falling wood. No more falling wood. Yeah, we're good there. The shrine is this way. So I was just in Japan and I saw some awesome torii gates myself, so I'm feeling the vibes here. You definitely get more points if everything is centered. You get points for capturing everything in the frame. But if it's centered, I guess you get more points. So, all right, here we go. Slowly but surely, and don't call me Shirley. Those priests, though, they're hecka hard when they come fighting you. We don't need any more 14 film. I'm gonna check the back of the shrine before we actually head in. Film. See, what is it? What is it? There we go. Also, don't think that because we've only found traces that when we actually fight a ghost, it's not going to be scary. There are things in this game that attack you. They just haven't yet. I got an ad break incoming, so if you subscribe to the channel, you will not see ad breaks. You can also purchase Twitch Turbo to not see ads, but the key difference is Twitch Turbo goes to Twitch. That money goes to Twitch. The money, if you have more than one channel you're subscribing to, that might be a more cost effective option to just do Twitch Turbo. If you have one or two things you're subscribing to, the money goes to the streamer if you subscribe to their channel. Not all of it. Twitch takes their cut. But none of I don't believe any of Twitch Turbo money goes to any of the streamers. So that would be a key difference in your decision if you want to subscribe. If you have Amazon, you get a free subscription every month, I believe, Amazon Prime. You can use that however you choose to. If you use that here, I'll be very appreciative. Shameless channel plugs. I intend on modifying my channel here, I think, in the next year, and I'm going to have nice bells and whistles like everybody else does. Lately, it's been really just about the gaming for me, but I would like to have engagements with the audience, and however you keep it fresh, interesting, even though the games I'm playing are in my opinion, interesting. Who's my next shout out? Midnight Sumo. Midnight Sumo. I did do some advertising for Midnight Sumo. I was at Trader Joe's, and I mentioned to the cashier that I just got back from Japan, and she said, "Oh wow, I never get the chance to share my Japanese knowledge and lore with other people. That's so great." And I said, "Do you watch sumo?" And she said, "No, but I really would like to." And I said, "Okay, do you watch Twitch?" And she says, "Yes, I watch Twitch all the time." And I said, "Okay, go to Midnight Sumo." Go to Midnight Sumo. I mean, there are other sumo channels, but Midnight Sumo's awesome, and they're pretty up with it when it comes to tournament time. I gave her the schedule, and I said, "Tune in." She said, "Okay, cool." The Green Diary 3. I used to play behind the shrine a lot when I was little. I remember one time everybody was so sad I got left behind. Which made Itsuki come out because he felt sorry for me. There was all these white spider lilies surrounding him. They were in bloom. It's hard for him. Around the house. It looks like he was trying to find a way out of the village. Although the members of the household have chosen to remain mum about it. He's probably trying to set Yae and Sae free and let them run away. Remember him mentioning that there was some sort of underground path from the old tree that leads to the outside. I'm going to take a look around and see what I can find. Okay. Side stories have been updated. Let's take a look at that. Green Diary 3. Okay. This was the fallen woman, right? And all these here. Bam. Boy searching shrine. Okay, cool. Whoa, we're good. Now, our side stories got updated. It's chapter 7. Chapter 7 to unlock this now. Okay, well that's good to know. So the rest of everything on the side stories is investigate the Osaka house. I'm going to take a quick peek in here. Lord knows what's going to happen. We'll see what happens. Nothing. So far. Now there seems to be some activity because the flashlight is responding to something. Oh, that's right. There was a jar that needed the radiant filter. Okay, so I can I'm gonna go ahead and save first. If you're in a spot with a save point and there's a ghost actively monitoring, it won't let you save. So save often and proudly. There's no shame in this game. There is no shame in saving. I have to wonder why when I'm facing this way the lights are going. The lights are flickering. Why are the lights flickering? And there is no way to get back there, right? Because the back here just ends up right at this. This is where we got one of the keys that we needed later. So I must assume that we just go ahead, take the radiant filter, grab this jar picture. Oh crap. No. We have to store the energy via our special snapshot. Using up all our willpower. And I have had it where a ghost comes out. It wasn't too long after we got the filter. I was like, oh, I wonder when they're gonna throw a ghost at us while we're charging. Sure enough, I think it was about the 4th or 5th time we had to unseal something. Ghost generated in, and it was like, okay, we might have to prayer beads. That was it? Prayer beads? For all that is holy. We did that for prayer beads? What in the ever changing world? I thought it was somebody's crystal. I'm like, oh, we get to find some more story, and they just throw prayer beads at us. Wow. One prayer bead. They need to update that. If they're giving us one prayer bead, should be labeled as bead. One prayer bead. If we're getting more than one prayer bead, we can say we're picking up prayer beads. How dare they? How dare they? Oh, speaking of Midnight Sumo. Now, it isn't too unfathomable that once we've destroyed a seal, we will come across a ghost fight. First of all, we're not getting stuck here, so lock on. Oh, and she aggroes in one shot. I really freaking hate that. I really freaking hate that. You know, I do. I think it's the worst. I think that system is the worst. We need to watch out for those. She does it 3 times. Here we go. She did her thing, so she's probably somewhere else. Talk to the hands. Talk to the hands. All right, we got a good section there. Nice. Very nice. Of course, she just moves 3 inches. Don't blow up. Don't blow up at me. Don't tase me. Nice! Good Fatal Frame shot. But why did she aggro after 1 shot? That is the one thing I have consistently hated. So that's where focus would come into play. She was blurry in that last shot, but you know, who would have time to sit there and try and focus and zoom when the enemy is just like 3 inches away from you and in strike mode? And the fact that ghosts can aggro after 1 shot really pisses me off. You know, that they need to have fixed that. And this is where I say, here's the original mode versus here's the fix, right? Let us play the original style where any shot can aggro a ghost, but patch it so where we have like an alternative. Because I think that's just one of the lamest things they've done for this remake. I think that's what turns it more into an action game. And yeah, I just disagree with that whole thing. That and the willpower thing combined, it's just, you know, I think they've replaced the random unknowing fear elements with, oh, you gotta be, you know, it annoys the hell out of me. I truly dislike those systems that they put in here. The original one didn't have aggro ghosts. The original one didn't have willpower meter. And it was more of a scary game. I did say not to run, right? While we're here, I'm going to go ahead and check this area really quick. This is just a side... This is a side quest area that This is a new part that wasn't in the original game. So I'm very, very curious as to the existence of what's over here. And so far, it's just been a couple of things. Like there's twin statues underneath the building here, but they don't allow. What? Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh, sliced and diced. You did notice how they waited for me to like bring up my camera, right? Ba-bam. Don't aggro after one frickin' shot now. I could... Oh. They're in mode now. Need another Fatal Frame. Let's activate Fatal Shutter Chance, Fatal Time, and combo these pictures. Nice. Now, I can see if a ghost decides they're gonna aggro after a fatal time. That kind of makes sense. See, like that, you know, if it was right after the fatal time, I can understand that. But to just have it after any random picture, that's bad. What also is bad, that when a ghost is aggroed, it recovers health. So all the work you did is probably just gone. Do less damage. And you have to break them past that random spot there. Oh, get off me! Oh, get off me! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! And I hate this part. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Ooh, you pissed me off, man. All right. One thing that they did in the remake that I actually do like is that save points refill your health and willpower meter. The trick is you gotta get to one, you know what I'm saying? And of course the trick there is to not run into anything while you're trying to get to one. And of course they love that's for the butterfly, right? No. 2 feet away from this save point. Don't be throwing stuff at me now. Turn off my light. Turn off my flashlight. I feel like I hear it. Okay. Bam! Full health. Oh, Minerva's doing a 12-hour stream. Did I give shout-outs to Min? I did already, so I gotta wait. But bam. But I did not save. Hello. I was just talking to my friend and it's like, you know, I really hate repeating myself in video games. I hate going through a certain section like I just finished it. You know, we can't go through here really quick. So when we open doors, there's always the possibility of a ghost being behind the door and doing a leer attack, which is what you saw that drained all of my willpower. So you do have the option to open the door and then just shy away from it. But while we've been able to come into this building, there hasn't been anything we can really do here. This door's locked from the other side. I do believe we actually got something. I know I can pick up some film here. This looks different. Same thing with grabbing things. If we see a ghost arm, we can pull away. It adds to the suspensefulness, and that's what I liked. The original one didn't have it, but games 4 and 5 for Fatal Frame had it where if you were reaching for an item, there was always that potential. I think that's interesting that they decided to put it in this game. I don't consider it a faux pas. Wow. Okay. There's Uber film in this room. And this door is also locked. In the original game, we couldn't actually come into this building until later, but you can actually jump in here pretty early. You can't do anything though. There's nothing in this building to do. Upgrade charge shot. Shorten charge time. Max attack. For the radiant filter, I don't know. I think I want to concentrate on these two things. Focal point and film capacity. Like, I would love to get my hands on a whole bunch of film without... I'm not the best picture taker in this game. If you haven't noticed. Also I gotta take a look at... It's not the spirit list. It was those are the documents. The photographs. I gotta make sure. It appears to be inside the Curacao house. I'm pretty sure I took that. I remember taking this picture. It's part of the when you first get the exposure filter. This is like the test shot to make it work. This, I'm pretty sure I did. The Hina doll room inside the Kurosawa house. We had to do this for a puzzle. That was the bridge. Okay, so the top of the stairs is actually in the Osaka house. I know where that is. The deep path entrance. Oh, it appears to be a place called... oh, how nice. I know where that is. I can go there. The cemetery. The cemetery is actually on the outskirts of the town, across a bridge. That, I think, is in a field out back. West Misono Hill. Altar room in the Osaka house. Garden veranda in the Osaka house. Deep path. That's probably after the Kiryu house. We can check that out. The Tachibana house. Loving couple. Twin. All right. Kiryu house, Tachibana house. I believe we do have access to those. The giant tree path has a bunch of different places. So I don't think that the one that was closest... Where are we? We're in the Kiryu house. Okay. I don't believe the one that was closest to the shrine was this actual, like, picture. We can always go back and check it out, but... Photo labeled storeroom. It appears to be inside the... placed in a room. Storerooms are not usually upstairs. I don't see that picture. I see this, but this is not the same thing. Storeroom. And granted, we don't actually have access to the entire house yet, so we might just be having to wait on that. It's good. It's a good pattern if when a ghost appears, you turn off your flashlight. I think it tends to piss them off faster. There's a storeroom downstairs, but it's sort of under the stairs. Yeah, it's like this area. Not what we're looking for. So I'm gonna have to guess that it's somewhere we can't get to yet, and that's fine. Oh, there's the projector for when we get films. There's stuff upstairs. You know, we haven't finished. We haven't finished this area. We can't go through that door. Okay. Now, what was over here that was blinking? What was over here that was blinking? My flashlight. Is it the butterfly? Because I feel like it's something else. Like, I'm facing in this direction, so why is the flashlight blinking? Oh. More prayer beads. Oh, that's nice. Which means we can definitely do another upgrade. I'm gonna work on focal point. The next one I think I'm gonna get is more film capacity. Let's see our focal points now. Oh, see, they're spreading out from the center. Stop that. See, I'm facing in this direction. And the light is sparkly. Like this, you know. We can't open this door.
It won't open.
Could it be up here, maybe? Could be. Could be. In the bush? Nothing in the bush? Nothing in the bush. Alright. I'm gonna go check out the shrine really quick. I know we're still floating on the save because we just upgraded our camera. Oh, hey, what's this? 14 film? Nah, I'm good. The film limits weren't really a huge thing in the game, the original game. You can have 99 right off the bat, and in this game you have to... Okay, nothing's responding to the exposure filter here, so yeah, it's not this. The original game, you can have 99. It's like, okay. In this game, it's like, oh, you're limited to, you know, 14 film shots until you upgrade it. To me, that's like, we couldn't think of any other way. We needed to fill slots in the programming. So let's have them upgrade their camera, inventory film. Come on, you guys. That did not need to happen. We could have got 99 shots right off the bat. Sharif. Brycey. Brycey and Jetty. My two companions in the across the pond in the kingdom of United. Huh. I think I must have missed Bryce's stream. Isn't she so cute? Mom got her a new bed, and she's been in it a couple times, and she likes it. But apparently, this couch pattern of the extra cushions has got her attention right now. So she's enjoying that right now. I don't even blame her. So yeah, I know we're floating on a save because we just upgraded our camera obscura. And that's fine. This particular door had the seal on the back of it. So we'll have to go around the back. Ah, you bum! What is up with all these villagers? What's up with all these villager guys? They're in it, you know? See, the benefit of having more focal points now. Fatal time does more damage. The more focal points are in it. That's awesome. Just don't aggro. Turn off your flashlight. Don't aggro. Dodge. We're getting some activity. It might be the twin statues. I can't be certain of that, but it could also be that there's an item somewhere. The flashlight has to sort of be directly on it. I'm gonna guess that before we even get out of here, or maybe near the end, there's gonna be another villager. Pissed off villager. And what's unfortunate is the backyard here is not fairly huge. So this would be a bad spot to fight a ghost. Sup, dude? Turn off your flashlight. Okay, he's in fatal time now. Oh crap. Ah. See, that's why this backyard is not ideal. Don't aggro. Telling you, if you aggro, you're gonna piss me off. I died-ish. I got hurt. Where are you going? Come here. out of his snapshot. Alright. Fatal time. You're done. Any more ghosts want to join this party? I'm killing them on 7 film. But I'm not going to gloat. Because those ghosts are, I mean, I've become acquainted with their attack patterns, so... Ooh. Shiny. Shiny. Uh-oh. More prayer beads. Okay, cool. Shiny. Shiny. So I'm gonna see if I can remove the seal. First. Oh crap! Really? Who's doing what? No, we can't fight up there. You're coming down here. I'm sorry. At the very least, it is one narrow hallway. We at least have room to move down here. So come on down. Come on down. Whoever you are. Huh? No. I don't know. Do you have it loud? I hear nothing. The radios? Okay. Here's photo mode, okay? Here's photo mode. This is all the photo mode does. And you can attach. Oh, you can attach. Slap a filter on that thing. Film grain, blur. What? Fisheye lens. Hell no. Exposure, radiant, perceptual. Frames, stickers. Actually, you can slap on one of these. Show copyright. Then you're supposed to do what now? Well, I did a system snapshot. It didn't actually. Alright. Not important. So not important to the story. I just had to do it. We'll figure that one out in a second. Right, of course. Lock on was not a thing they had before. Oh, I love how you just work. Oh no, 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 don't break line of sight. Damn, I did. Okay, good. I broke line of sight. Come on. I know you want to. I know you want to. fatal time or something. Don't aggro. Don't aggro. Okay, here we go. Ready? Fatal time. Shutter chance. Whatever it's called. Alright, we got a good chunk down. The focal points do make a huge difference. Oh no, she's aggroed. What the heck? We didn't even have anything on. I'm just gonna go ahead and snap a few shots. Load up some 14 film, because you tricky little thing. Trying to warp past me. Gotcha! Here I am sitting here trying to just do some exploring, and everybody's got to stick their nose in. You know? Oh, right. Flashlight. Now the way I'm playing, a little humorous, so it might not seem scary or trust me, the game is scary. I'm just internalizing a lot of it. Wasn't it up here that they had a jar or something? Mother, gotta be kidding me! Oh, what in the world? I can't even move 5 freaking feet. Stop annoying the hell out of me. You know? Seriously. Oh, I was... See, this is why I didn't want to fight in the building. If he aggroes right now, I'm going to be very upset. You got something else to say? Now, if there's another ghost, like right here, I'm gonna, like, rage quit. All I wanted to do was get down here and open up this frickin' door. Oh, no, not that door. This door. How about in here? Any ghosts want a gen in here? Any other ghosts want a gen in here? He's the same guy. Do you see what I mean by like they turned it more into an action game now? You know, it's just like it doesn't feel scary. It feels very predictable. It just feels like nope, break line of sight. Damn it. I understand that you're really messed up right now. Okay, just. Kneeling helps. I'm waiting for you to die. Okay, so this this picture right here was exposure filter. Wait, I'm locked on. I have to actually special filter it, right? Exposure filter, right? Oh, nice. No, I have to be on the other side. Okay, you have to match the picture. And it will blink. There. Of course, now I just created a hole in the floor, which I have to walk around if another ghost decides they want to attack me right now. What I want to do is open the frickin' front door and not have 12 ghosts come at me because they got nothing better to do. Oh, what's this? More prayer beads. Nice. You can't be serious! They ruined this game. I broke line of sight. Baloney. See? Didn't I just mention how I ruined this room? Because now I have a hole in the floor that I have to maneuver around. You gonna aggro now too? Oh, dodge. You get no sympathy from me, dude. All I want to do is take this frickin' picture. Sit here until my willpower. Now, why do I think for the life of me there's going to be another ghost battle as soon as I open that door? Oh no, not the priest! Wait, did he just ruin my seriously? No, I got one. I still have my stone mirror. I just used herbal medicine, right? You know what? Bunk this guy. You can come out here. You're not so tough. You're not so tough if you're not in a narrow hallway, right? Oh, I don't need to. This was ridiculous. Was it like 6 ghosts or something? I mean, come on. And that wasn't even a fatal shot? Whatever. Stop teleporting, because you're already not in my good book right now. Oh, I gotta turn off my... Ah, I moved! I dodged. That's another thing that pisses me off is the dodge in here is not like a Elden Ring dodge. It's not exactly you're completely invulnerable. That ruined it. Back up, dude. I'm not hearing it. And of course, he can start swinging before he finishes genning in. What is this? Now you're just evil. Can you imagine trying to do this inside the house? Inside the little narrow passageway? I want to go up to every one of these guys and just smack the stuff out of them. Because, man, 7 ghosts in like 3 feet. One can simultaneously love and hate stuff like that. Okay, let's go back and save. Wait, we have to cross the bridge. Before we find ourselves stuck once again in another... Oh, you know... Oh, this is 61 film. I don't remember where there was an herbal medicine. I had to use one. There was no compromising about that. Yeah. Yeah. Seven freaking little battles in the course of like 5 feet and 3 minutes. Oh, we had loose wood. Y'all heard it. I'm not really hoarding resources. I mean, the herbal medicine is there for you to use, but... And you can always buy some at the shrine. They were piling it on. They were piling it on thick. That really seemed like overkill. Like, they had absolutely no business. Well, since I actually removed the door, does that mean that I can take the twins' pictures here now? No! Alright. I'm so done today with this. You getting aggro now just to make the game retarded? I am seriously just wanting to do one little thing, and they are throwing the kitchen sink. It makes absolutely no sense. I think I need to actually just go into the backyard here. I can get one. I don't think I can get two from this distance. Wait, is the thing gone? The thing's gone now. Maybe we can do it from the front. I don't know. I just wanted to get one picture. Now you're wasting my time. It's not like, well, I'm accumulating points. Ooh. You were seriously just cut it out. That's all I'm asking you to do, you know? It's usually not like this. Simultaneously both love and hate this game. There's one. Where's the other one? No, it's still behind the box. Right? See, I can't take this picture because this box is here. It's covering them both up, so if I were paranoid, I would think they were throwing more ghosts at us because we're sitting here fighting them. Bored now. Can I just try stuff, you know? Knowing my luck, this ghost is gonna be down here, and see, this is totally not what I was expecting. I thought we were just gonna be under the house. Oh no. This is bad. Need to have the flashlight on. Shinies. More prayer beads. Okay. I know we can upgrade something with this. Upgrade the special show. Willpower recovery. Range. Max attack. Let's get this. Let's get this. Like, don't stop messing with me, really. I honestly thought that ladder was just going to go right under the house so I could take that picture. But apparently we're in the cavern somewhere. And thankfully it did despawn that ghost. So don't run. I have absolutely no idea where I'm at. The Deep Path Tunnel is what this is called. Okay. I'm not feeling this. Shiny. Whenever there's a shiny in the middle of the floor, you're hosed. Let's play the radio. I guess we can keep going down here, but I think this is related to the story later, and we have to come down here anyway. Oh wow. Don't run. Prayer beads. Okay, that's fine. Oh, look. This is where the manual focus would come into play. I don't even know how we get back there. We did pick up an item. Don't run. Don't run. Sadie, don't bark. Playing a scary game, Sadie. I need to get going, so the next checkpoint, I guess I'm gonna have to call it a day. One twin. Huh. So it's something of a little side quest to also find all the twin dolls. Oh, there they are. Okay, cool. Bam. And they used the same soundbite, I swear, from Fatal Frame 4 when you found all the little dolls. Same sound bites. That led to nowhere. Was that the one corridor or did it split off? Yeah. We're probably going to be able to come through here at a different point in the story and find pathways beyond the current walls. Yeah. Wow, this was a was it fruitful? I don't know. I got a twins picture. Not even the twins picture I was trying to get. We are so pulling chalks and getting out of here before the next ghost decides they want to party. There has got to be a way to get that picture, and it is just driving me absolutely bonkers. Oh wow, nobody's out here now. So we're kind of on our way to the Osaka house, but there's still a few things I want to do before we get in there. But for right now, I must conclude because it's gonna be time to go. It's gonna be time to go, Ma. I felt like we moved 3 feet and just couldn't get our advancement into the story a little bit more, which would have been nice. Ten different freaking ghosts, man. Exciting, and yet the original games had sections and points where they threw in the random anomalies and said there might be a ghost here, there might not be a ghost here. This was a little too much for me today, especially when all I wanted to do was just take like 2 specific pictures, and yet I'm still drawn to the story. I'm still wanting to complete this game. I believe that there's a conquest. Sometimes you get through challenges and it feels stupid. You don't feel accomplished after a challenge because you have to get everything perfect. It's why I don't play games like Unfortunately, we're going to raid into Minerva and she's playing some Kaizo Mario. which is like you have to get everything pixel perfect, otherwise you die. That's it. So you have to learn patterns and stuff like that. I don't play games like Celeste. I don't play games like. I play AVGN, but I play the AVGN games, but they're not exactly in the harder levels. It does get a little. You have to nail the jumps and be perfect. I'm still gonna play this game. I'm I'm even more curious now to get into the Osaka house, finish the side stories, and figure out some other things. But I know where there's still blood seals, and one is literally like just down the corridor here in the pathway to get to the Osaka house. It's on a jar somewhere, and then there's one past the storehouse on a jar somewhere. There were a couple of them actually inside the Osaka house, and it's like, ugh, I'm afraid this was the shrine off the beaten path. It had no story connection whatsoever, and they threw 7 ghosts at us. I mean, come on. It was like, I'm glad I was using my infinite film. I will still play this game though. I owe it to myself to finish this quest. It might be few and far between though. Who knows? Who knows? All right, I'm out of here. I'm going to get ready for the rest of the day, which is going to be spent with friends and family and burgers. Take care, everybody. If I come back on tonight, we'll see what happens, what game I'm going to pick. I got my stream in today, so there's no guarantee that I will be back on tonight. Plus, I might want to spend a little extra time, so we'll see what happens. But if I don't see you before I leave, or if I don't see you before my next stream, is going to be at the very least on Tuesday. I might stream this weekend. Who knows? I got an extra day. But streaming Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays is our dead stream dates. Dead stream days. Otherwise, I mean our solid stream days. Otherwise, yeah, it might be a little random. So we'll see what happens. And if I see you, I'll be glad to see you back. If I don't see you, everybody, have a great weekend. Let's go see Minerva. Everybody, thanks for coming on this journey with me, being scared and annoyed at the ghosts. I hope you took something with you. No bad karma, though. Everybody, take care. Game on.